Hey everybody, this is Armijo at ChatArmijoCoaching.com. It is election day here in the United States. I just want to talk a little bit about politics and the energy of politics, right? So I used to be what I thought was very political, right? And I would follow these sites and read all this stuff and essentially put a lot of energy into something that really didn't benefit me, right? Now, there are going to be all these people that are political that are going to tell you, yes, it does. It makes a difference. That's your duty is to go vote and do this and to do that. And for some, it's their duty. That's the way they feel. And that's the life they chose. That's the truth they chose. So there's no reason for me to tell you otherwise. Now, politics only exists because we give energy to it, right? So the great book Transurfing Reality it discusses politics. It discusses what are called pendulums, and pendulums are a part of our world. Pendulums act on pretty much every area of our life, in every area of our life. So when you think of pendulums, you think of a point up here with maybe a rope and something heavy hanging, right? And we're swinging to one side or the other. So politics does this very, very well. Of course, media does this very well. Religion does this really well. But politics is exceptional because there's no bias like we would see with certain religions or certain religious figures, so to speak. But politics it's a game, and it's a very well played game. And people buy into this, and they buy into the truths that these politicians are putting forth wholeheartedly, right? And so when we stop to think about politics, we start to think about what it is. It's these rival factions, these rival parties who are constantly struggling for power over the masses, basically. And so what we have and how these pendulums work. So first of all, let's discuss the fact that politics usually has a two-party system, right? Two-party system. We may have 50 flavors of ice cream available to us. We may like to have 200 channels on the TV. We may like to have choices of sports teams that we can watch. Choices. But for some reason, people are very keen to buy into a two-party system with politics. Okay, now, that's all I'm going to say about that. But what happens with this two-party system is this pendulum needs to have energy to flow one way or the other, right? And so we have one candidate that a lot of people like, and we have one candidate a lot of people don't like. And so we're constantly going back and forth on this pendulum. Now, the reason that this pendulum operates so well is people are very good at giving their energy to stuff and to things they think are in their best interest. And eventually it starts off really nice. Oh, I'd like to support this candidate because they support women's free choice of how they use their bodies, right? And the other side is, I want to support this politician because he's going to protect our conservative rights in religion, right? And so constantly, one person's giving energy here, the other person's giving energy here. This pendulum's able to continue to swing back and forth. And so it's our energy, it's the people's energy putting into this pendulum that allows politics to not just survive, but to thrive the way it does. And so we see people identifying with their politician on either side, right? They identify and they start to lose themselves in that. And so when they identify too much, we see, a lot of this, it's like craziness that happens. So when they identify too much, they lose their self-identity and they become an extreme version of their political candidate, right? So these are the people that are out in the streets. Maybe some of them are carrying guns. Maybe the other side is signs of why these other politicians are bad. And so essentially what they're doing is they're just providing more energy. Well, this year I took my energy out. I said, I'm done. I don't want to play this game anymore. I have a lot of energy that I can put forth towards something beneficial for myself, for my family, and for all those around me, right? And so I feel free. I don't feel attached to an outcome. I don't feel attached to a political candidate. And I don't feel this sort of emptiness that I felt before. I feel actually fulfilled. And so what would happen usually is you get so caught up in this whirlwind of politics, you're putting your energy here, making sure that you're supporting the right politician. And of course, the election happens. Maybe your politician wins. And do these people really go in there and keep all their promises? No, they don't. And do these people really work on our behalf? No, they don't. They work for the behalf of the corporations right now. Maybe at one time they worked on our behalf, but now corporations run the world, right? And so we know that 6 corporations own 90% of the media in the US. It is probably very similar around the world. So why do we keep giving our energy to these people that are not giving us their energy? They're just like vampires, right? And this is the same with the media. It's just like vampires. The media would cease to exist once we stop giving it attention. It's just like anything. You remember there's that wild child in your classroom when you were little, and the teachers would say, just ignore them. They'll calm down. Just ignore them. And so we take that attention away, that energy, which is our attention, and the kid would calm down. So everything in this world is pendulums, based on these pendulums of energy going back and forth. Now, politics is one of the biggest users of the pendulum and that energy. And so I decided to take my energy out of that pot. You can do as you please. You can still vote. You can still do these things, but take your energy out of there. Don't give them that energy of, oh, I need to have this person win, or this person must win because they're better than the others. Understand that this is all a game. We're here for a short time on this planet. We're here to enjoy ourselves to the fullest. And when we take our energy from enjoying ourselves and the world around us, our families, and we give it to these political candidates or this political system in hopes of bettering our lives, then we take all control from ourselves and we give it to others, right? So don't do that. Don't give your energy away. You can engage in politics without giving energy away, okay? And just understand, when you feel anger rise up when a certain candidate's name is mentioned, or anger rise up when a certain law is being passed, or anger rise up when a certain law is being repealed, understand that is your attachment. That is your energy that is being taken away from you. And so when you can step back and hold on to your own energy and to protect your own energy, then you can live your life in a whole different manner. Things become much easier. There's less stress. You're not worried about outside circumstances. You're able to just guide yourself from within. And I promise you, life will be much better. Take your energy out of that political ring and use it for your own good. Okay? Don't give it to somebody that says they're going to do something for you, but probably never will. All right? Just enjoy yourself. Enjoy your energy. Don't give it away willy-nilly, okay? Just enjoy your energy. This is Chattermeo at chattermeocoaching.com. Be sure to pick up the book on Amazon if you haven't. Chattermeo, it's by Chattermeo. It's called Wake Up and Recalibrate. All right? Hit thumbs up and like button if you like this, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.